you smoking on, Kendrick? Because my top 5 is Drake.
So Tom Aspinall has just saved us all from Jonathan Dwight, Donald Duck, wife bone breaking, no backbones Jones. Thank God! Granted, it's been a long year and a half, but we knew this day would come one way or another, and boy does it feel good. And June 21st will go down in history, not only as Jon Jones' Pride Month, but the day he had to give up the belt as the ducking coward that he is. Now, am I talking recklessly? Maybe. But you know what? Considering Aspinall's just down the road from me and I have him on speed dial, I'm not afraid of Jon Jones pulling up on me anytime soon, especially with what happened to him last time he visited the UK. I mean, all jokes aside, I don't know Aspinall, but I would pray he has my back, because if he doesn't, dear God help me. But hey, if he doesn't and I'm left to my own devices, I could always hit Jones with a, "Hello, John. Have you ever been fingered by an MMA fighter?" And to be fair, he might actually get excited by that, never mind. But regardless of my safety, this is a glorious day because all of us as MMA fans have finally been saved by Jon Jones's ducking reign of terror by Tom Aspinall after taking a year and a half to get here. And I'm sure the remaining Jon Jones fans out there that are going to deny it and try and still convince us he's still trolling and he got the better of us by ruining his own reputation and making himself look like a absolute ducking fraud. His already tainted legacy, mind you, with his multiple failed drug tests, his multiple eye pokes, his multiple ducked opponents, and of course, what he did to the mother of his children. But hey, shout out to those Jon Jones fans because they are a dedicated group. They will continue to do tricks on it, no matter what he does. And as we know, I'm sure he loves that. But hey, that's how dedicated they are. And shout out to the one Jon Jones fan that told me to myself.
I was absolutely disgusted at what I just saw on YouTube with this JG2. You know, JG2. When you watch this, I want you to see if you can fly and jump off a fucking roof. All right? How about that? You're absolutely disgusting.
Yep, all that energy from some random 40-year-old man on a Tuesday night because I said Jones was ducking Aspinall. And guess what? Turns out he ducked Aspinall.
Jon Jones is absolutely ducking no one. Zero, buddy. Nada. You know, because you're so busy stroking fucking Tom Aspinall so bad. You're fucking whack. Tom Aspinall, shut the fuck up. You are a loser. So, like I said, JG2, I want you to grab some fuck-the-loo, get some baby oil, and keep stroking Tom Aspinall. Keep blowing him. Just know this. Jon Jones ain't ducking no wreck. He ain't ducking shit.
Crazy how the Jon Jones haters know Jon Jones better than his own fans do. It's almost as if they don't even really watch him other than his clips on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. The same people that had more confidence in Jones beating Aspinall than Jones even did himself. But man, I just feel horrible for them. Not only do they look like absolute fucking idiots right now, telling us that Jon Jones has been trolling us the whole time by ruining his own reputation, but they no longer have a champion to get behind that has no intentions on fighting ever and was planning on holding up a division for as long as he can to hold up people's careers for his own ego. And to be fair, he was doing a great job of it, almost breaking the longest title reign in heavyweight history for one dumbass gimmick fight against a 42-year-old limping Stipe coming off a absolute brutal knockout loss 3 years prior to Ngannou. And had Jon Jones just not pushed his luck and retired in the cage, maybe he could have coped his way out of not ducking Tom Aspinall. But nope, had to try and get that Pereira fight.
I decided that maybe I will not retire, and we have some negotiating to do. And if everything goes right, maybe we'll give you guys what you want to see.
So yeah, completely his own fault. And sure, could Aspinall have done more to maybe get the fight? Maybe.
You jumping in the cage after the fight?
Shirt off,
Yep.
pants off, or leave him on.
Well, let's not get Jones too excited.
You don't want to get to. You don't want... He'll definitely take the fight then.
Obviously, all jokes aside, he was never going to take this fight because as good as Jon Jones' fight IQ is, the best part of his fight IQ is knowing when an ass whooping is coming and he can avoid it like the plague. Didn't want the Reyes rematch, promised Jan Blachowicz a fight that he didn't deliver on, ducked Ngannou for 3 years, and tried ducking Aspinall for 2 years straight. And thankfully with nowhere else to go, it's either fight Aspinall as the tainted goats that you are, or retire as the duck you are. And as science has proved, you cannot simultaneously be two different animals at once. And he chose to be a duck, which makes this day for what I call us normal fans so sweet that this ducking reign of terror is finally over. And I, for one, will never forget the day on June 21st when Jon Jones waved the white flag and called it quits on the day he announced, being the ducking coward he is, that refused to fight Tom Aspinall. Jon Jones has officially retired per Dana White. As a result, Tom Aspinall is the new UFC heavyweight champion. That's just the GOAT right there, passing the belt onto the guy that would have whooped his fucking ass, and he knows when he's beat, so. JG2 shirtless, absolutely love it. What happened? I'll tell you what happened. Jon Jones is ducking ass, just retired, and we are the heavyweight champion of the world, and we are saving the UFC of 2025. No more shit events after the next few. We are back, especially with there being no fight since Jon Jones is a ducking coward. I will never forget the late night crash out we had on stream with me in chat yapping about this coward. Canada loves Tom and hates Jones. The world loves Tom Aspinall. Lovely guy, done nothing wrong, wants to show up, wants to put on he's more entertaining than Jon Jones has ever been, wants to be more active than Jon Jones has ever been, don't want to ruin people's careers, not failing drug tests, not ducking anyone, not found late at night in Las Vegas in 2021 for what he did to the mother of his children. And last but not least, living up to what is maybe the hardest line in MMA history.
Not a chance. I will retire Jon Jones without even fighting him.
Yeah, he did it. He wasn't lying. My GOAT doesn't fucking lie. My GOAT doesn't beat women. My GOAT doesn't fail drug tests 4 times. So credit to Aspinall, because I've never seen anybody, let alone a GOAT of a sport, retire due to aura intimidation. Or maybe as some would call a mogging, or maybe some other people would call getting bitch. Because due to the fact that this is the only interaction Tom Aspinall's had with Jon Jones in person, thank God he's intimidated him enough to have him never want to show up in the UK again. Because considering where I'm located at, thank fucking God for my convenience. And also considering the content that the MMA gurus made on him, I'm sure he's grateful as well. So on behalf of the UK YouTubers out there, I think I speak for all of us when I say thank you, Tom Aspinall, for keeping us safe. And I speak on behalf of the entire world when I say thank you, Aspinall, for keeping this fraud out of the sport. And he's got him down so bad that he's announcing his retirement through Dana White in a UFC post-fight press conference for a fight night in Baku as the GOAT of the sport. And announcing himself by doing what he does best, by tweeting. Yeah, we're not reading all that, little bro. I'm especially not going to read all that when I'm seeing people post that ChatGPT put this together. But I'm more than happy to check out the comments, considering they look exactly how you would expect. Like this. But I will say posting this with the duck emoji is lore accurate, to say the least. But maybe, I guess, without the belt anyway. So yeah, no real special retirement. No real dignified retirement like how GSP or Khabib did it. But hey, desperate times call for desperate measures. Like having to turn down the biggest payday of your entire career for a fight that you supposedly have been telling everyone is an easy fight. So, the GOAT of the sport, everyone. So that's how scared he even is of fighting Tom Aspinall. And you know what? I think it's bad enough. We should put this on his record. And Tom Aspinall deserves full credit from saving the entire sport from Jon Jones. However, I think we deserve a little 10% from our petitions, our comments, our videos. We may be divided for the most part, but as an entire MMA community, most of us have been on the right side of history, making our voices be heard that we wanted this man stripped. And granted, it probably did fuck all, but maybe it helped a little 10%. We bullied the GOAT of the sport out of his own sport as the fans of the sport. If that doesn't tell you how pathetic of a GOAT he is, I don't know what will. I can't think of another GOAT of a sport that basically retired and had the fans celebrate like it's the best day of their lives. I haven't slept since this news. My voice is starting to break from all the screaming on stream. I said it a year ago. They didn't want to listen. The Jon Jones fans, they said it's happening. Well, guess what? Get retired, buddy. We retired him. And I don't want to hear this man mentioned in GOAT conversations, even outside of MMA anymore. I don't remember a GOAT avoiding competition as much as he has. I don't want to hear Jon Jones compared to Messi, Ronaldo, Michael Jordan, LeBron, whoever's a GOAT in any sport. I don't want to hear Jon Jones compared to him ever again. So yeah, we ran the GOAT of the sport out of his own sport. We retired Jon Jones without even fighting him. And we love Tom Aspinall. God bless you, Big Tom. But yeah, I'm going to end the video here because I'm not joking. I seriously haven't slept since hearing this news. I want to say thank you to those of you messaging me, commenting, asking for a big finale on the JG2 Jon Jones ducking series. However, this is not it. I just wanted to cover the retirements. I want to make one more big finale for all of you. So all I have to say about the JG2 Jon Jones ducking series is, I've got one more in me.
Sign up to my boy's YouTube channel. That is JG2. And for those who don't, you can do me a favor and you can bend the knee to King Triple C2.